Life in the past was tough, especially when it came to putting food on the table. These days we head down to the supermarket and pick up whatever we're craving, but our ancestors didn't have that luxury. Hi everyone, welcome to this channel. Today we're going to take a look at some of the amazing survival skills people used in the past to catch their dinner. Specifically, we're going to be looking at one particular group of people who went after huge prey beneath the waves. The Yagan people are known to have lived in what is now Chile for over 10,000 years. Living in such a harsh environment meant that these people had to develop some incredible hunting skills. The oceans around Cape Horn are some of the roughest in the world. But these brave hunters didn't let that stop them from trying to catch the biggest fish of all, the giant squid. Giant squid are massive. We're talking up to 13 meters long with tentacles as thick as a man's torso. And they're strong enough to drag a full-grown human underwater with ease just so they can snack on them. But the Yagan weren't worried. They had a secret weapon, a harpoon. It wasn't any ordinary harpoon, though. This thing was about as long as the prey they were after was wide. The harpoon was designed to pierce even the toughest of hides, and it certainly did its job well. There were 3 parts to catching this massive beast. The first part was getting close enough to actually strike it. To do this, the hunters got close to the squid's home in the kelp forests, which were filled with giant rocks and boulders the size of houses. Then they would wait. Just as the squid would emerge from its den, they would try to hit it with their harpoon, if they managed to get close enough, that is. Giant squids are fast and agile, despite their size, and they were known to charge boats and thrash around violently if they felt threatened. But the Yagan knew exactly how to avoid being crushed by the squid's giant tentacles. All they had to do was wait until the squid had calmed down before making their next move. But hitting the squid with the harpoon was only the beginning. The second part of the hunt was actually subduing the animal. Once the harpoon was launched, it took 2 to 3 strong men to hold onto the rope attached to it. And when the squid began to thrash around, things got really dangerous. The rope was attached to a wooden post that was firmly planted in the ground. If the hunters couldn't hold on and the squid dragged them under, then the harpoon would come loose and the giant squid could drag them down to a watery grave. But somehow, through sheer strength and determination, the Yagan managed to keep the squid from escaping. When it finally did calm down, it was time for the third and final part of the hunt, bringing it ashore. The entire village would help bring the squid in, and once it was beached, the celebration would begin. There was plenty of meat to go around for everyone, and the leftover skin could be used for making boats. So nothing went to waste. Another group of people who hunted giant squid were the Maori of New Zealand. Their method was a little different, though. Instead of using a harpoon, they used a net. The Maori would dive into the water with a weighted net and try to trap the squid in a giant ball. Once they had it trapped, they would struggle to bring it to shore. But just like the Yagan, they did manage to bring many a giant squid back to their village. These days, giant squid are still hunted, but not in the same way. Fishermen use powerful boats and nets to catch these creatures so that they can be served up as a delicacy in restaurants. But it wasn't always this way. At one point, giant squid were so abundant that they could be caught with primitive tools. The Yagan and the Maori were just 2 of the many groups of people who developed amazing skills to hunt these massive beasts. And without these skills, they wouldn't have been able to survive in their environment. Now it's your turn. What do you think it would be like to hunt a giant squid? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.